Hi, good day everyone. So today we'll be doing May, June 2019. The first question, which is number 6, is the scale on the map is 1 to 2,000, 25,000, right? So we will say if this statement just tells us that for every 1 unit or 1 centimeter, it is equal to 25,000 centimeters on your map, right? Then they want to find 0.5 centimeters, which would be 25,000 multiplied by 0.5, which is equals 12,500 centimeters. But they don't want centimeters, they want kilometers. So now we're going from centimeters to kilometers. And you'll have to remember that 100,000 centimeters is equal to 1 kilometer, right? So if 100,000 centimeters is 1 kilometer, then 1 centimeter would be, remember this is your left hand side and your right hand side. Your if line is what is given or what you know. Your then line is to find for 1, which is 1 over 100,000. And therefore, you want to find for this amount, the centimeters, which is 12,500 centimeters. It's 1 over multiplied by 12,500. Cross out that, cross out that. So you're going to get 125 over 1,000. When you divide them by 1,000, you take a decimal point, which is at the end of every number, unless stated otherwise, and shift it. How many zeros? We have 3, so you're going to shift this 3 places. 1, 2, 3. So your answer for this would be 0.15 kilometers, and that is how you would do this question, right? So they said calculate the actual area in kilometers squared represented by the 2.25 centimeters squared on a map. So we know the of the area, calculate area in kilometers squared. So we're going from centimeters squared to kilometers squared, right? So we are going to convert this. We know that it's 1 we have to convert centimeters squared to kilometers squared, right? So we know that 1 kilometer squared so in this question, we see the map. They gave us the scale on the map, right? So let us first find the area for the scale of the map. So our area for our scale, right? So the area would be 25,000 multiplied by 25,000. Or if you want to convert this is in centimeters, right? To kilometers, you have to divide each by 1,000. So it'll be 0.25, 10,000, multiplied by 0.25. So the area of the map is either you could say $625 million centimeters cubed, or can say 0.0625 kilometers squared. Right? They said calculate area in kilometers represented by 2.25 centimeters cubed on the map. So if we look at this, the area of a 2.25 centimeters squared, right, would be 1 centimeter squared times the 2.25, right, and that would give you 2.25 times, right, times what? That is the area of our map. So it would be 2.25 multiplied by 0.0625. When you multiply this, you're going to get calculated. That would be 0.140625 kilometers squared. And that would be how to do this question. B. Part B says the diagram below, not drawn to scale, shows the cross section of two cylindrical jars, jar X and jar Y. The determinant of jar X and jar Y are 3D centimeters and D centimeters. Initial jar Y is empty and jar X contains water to a height or depth of 4 centimeters. So this is 4 centimeters. Determine the volume of A and D. In terms of A and D, the volume of jar X. What is jar X? This jar. Okay, so this question asks you to find the volume of water in jar X. What do we know about, first of all, what is this shape? The shape is a cylinder. What is the volume of a cylinder? So let's put this in red. Volume of a cylinder is equal to area times height. And what is area? Area is your base. And your base in a cylinder is a circle. So what is area of a circle? That is pi r squared. So this would be pi r squared times height. Right? So if you put 22 over 7, you can leave it as pi. This would be pi r squared. We know that the distance from one side of the circle to the next is 3D. So if your diameter is 3D, then your radius would be 3D over 2 or divided by 2. Alright, so it's pi multiplied by, open bracket, 3D over 2, all squared, multiplied by your height of your water. Because it's the water, we will not use height of the jar, we'll use height of the water, which is 4. Right? This would be pi multiplied by 3D squared, no, 9D squared, because it's 3D by 3D is 9D. 9D squared all over 4 multiplied by 4. 0.41, 0.41. Right? So when you, at the end of it, it's going to be 9D squared pi, or 9 pi D squared. And this would be, because it is volume, this would be centimeters cubed. So this would be an answer for part 1. right? Part 2, if all the water from the jar X is now poured into jar Y, calculate the height it will reach. So you're taking this volume and putting it into jar jar Y. So the volume of jar Y is equal to pi, and well, radius is diameter divided by diameter over 2. So that's pi multiplied by d over 2, that's the radius, all squared, multiplied by height. We don't know what height is, right? We do know the volume of jar J is what we want to fill up. That is equal to 9 pi d squared is equal to pi d squared h all over 4, because it will be d squared by d squared, d over 2 multiplied by d over 2 is d squared over 4, right? Now you want to make h the subject of the formula. You carry across, divide by 4, you have to multiply by 4. That's 4 by 9 is 36, 36 pi d squared is equals to pi d squared h. Right? You want to make h subject, so you're going to carry across pi d squared, so it's 36 is equal to pi d squared divided by pi d squared. This will cancel out each other, and what would remain? It would be a height. Right? So we know that how much is your height? 36 centimeters. Right? So again, find the volume of the small jar. Right? Its diameter is d. Right? You make them be equal to each other. Right? Because they said you're taking out water from jar X and filling it up in jar Y. The volume of jar X should be the same as the volume of jar Y, because you're not wasting any water. You're just taking that water and giving this new measuring cylinder. Right? So the volume does not change. The volume does not change. What does change is the height difference, as well as the cylinder itself. Right? And that is the end of May-June 2019.